Welcome everyone. We are so excited to see we have many participants now. The number is still growing, so we let them come in. Looking out, today is a very beautiful, lovely afternoon. Then I hope one day we can see you all on campus. So welcome to the Virtual Info Day 2020. This is the English section of the School of Engineering. My name is Albert Chung. I'm the Associate Dean of Engineering for the Undergraduate Studies. This is Johnson from the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering. So now I will give a short introduction to the School of Engineering. In this short introduction, I want to go through our programs and co-curriculum. Among all majors we offer and co-curricular activities we provide, we do hope you are able to find your unique study pathway in our School of Engineering. First is what is engineering. Science discovers new knowledge by exploring the laws of nature. For example, why water boils at 100 degrees with steam. And engineering applies this scientific knowledge to solve problems around us. For example, what is the behavior of the steam and how we can make use of it. So that's why now we have the steam engine. Engineering is everywhere in the world around us. For example, wireless communications, digital media, big data, self-driving car, e-commerce, smart city, and also healthcare. Our research and education excellence has been internationally recognized. We are globally ranked 18 in the KUST World University Ranking 2020 in the engineering and technology category. We have in total 6 departments in the School of Engineering that you can see on the screen. So we are ranked #1 in Hong Kong for all 6 departments according to the KUST World University Ranking 2020. We offer a wide range of engineering undergraduate programs listed on the screen. We also have programs jointly offered by different departments. For example, we have B-Eng in Computer Engineering offered by 2 departments, Computer Science Engineering, Electronic and Computer Engineering. And also we have Sustainable Energy Engineering, and also we have Integrative System and Design program. So they are jointly offered by different departments. And we are excited to present a new program. It's called Extended Major in Artificial Intelligence. In short, we call it Engineering plus AI, or just call it Engineering AI. What it is about? It guarantees the study in the AI subjects. So in the program, it covers AI fundamentals, and also on average, students are required to take 1 additional course per semester on top of their engineering major courses. It can be accomplished within 4 years together with the engineering major. And also you will learn cross-disciplinary problem-solving skills. I think one unique features for this program is the capstone project. Then you have chance to apply AI in your major final year project. Then lastly, we hope through this program, we can sharpen students' competitive edge in the job market. All the engineering degrees are fully accredited and recognized by the international bodies shown on the screen. We also have joint school programs. One is, perhaps most of you know, is the joint school program in technology and management. So the student within 5 years can get 2 degrees. One is in engineering, the other is in business and management. We offer flexible study pattern to our students. For example, you can take a single major, and also, like the new program, you can do an extended major. It means an AI plus major. So the major can be any majors in the School of Engineering. On top of it, then you have a couple of choices. For example, a major plus minor, double major, major plus 2 minors if you're a bit ambitious. And if you want to do more, double major plus minor. Certainly, if you're willing to spend 5 years, then you will get 2 degrees. And then you graduate. We believe the students can learn specialty areas throughout the 4 years. For example, in the first year, you have a chance to learn introductory courses and engineering fundamentals. And promote to the second year up, then you have a chance to learn different areas. These are the specialty areas. In the final year, you have a chance to do a final year project or final year thesis. Horizontally, we hope students can take other courses outside their major. For example, university co-education and other minors and enrichment programs. And we hope to provide students with holistic learning experiences. Then on top of the major and minor, you have a chance to take courses, focus on experiential learning, and join competitions, and also do research with professors, exchange, student ambassador program, internship, and community programs. So let's talk about experiential learning. So this is our belief. Students can learn through making effectively. So that's why we introduced this new program as a UCL program for the students. And this program empowers our students to initiate and work on hands-on projects. We provide students with facilities and equipment, and also more importantly, is professional advice from professors. We have an exciting lineup of credit-bearing experiential learning courses shown on the screen, including the electric vehicles, food science, mobile app development, and other courses. Over the years, our students have been actively taking part in various engineering competitions and achieving many major awards. For example, the International Robot Contest in Seoul, and also the Robo One Auto last year in Japan. We have got the first runner-up in the Dynamism Award. And more internationally, students joined the competition called First Cybernon in Zurich. We have got second in the world in the power wheelchair discipline. We are very active in international underwater robotics competition. And we received all-round champion in the world 2 times in 2017 and 2019. We are the only university in Asia to win the championship as of today. We see that through competitions, our students can learn from other peers, from other universities and regions. The last program I would like to mention is a theme-based summer design experience program with the Harvard University. The program creates a platform for our students and Harvard selected students to work together on an engineering design project in both Hong Kong and Boston during summer. Then let me talk about the exchange. About 40% of the engineering students go on exchange during summer. So in total, there are around 120 partner universities in 28 countries. So here's a list of universities, and I don't expect you to read all. I just want to show we have universities in North America, Europe, Asia, and Australia, and New Zealand. We see that our students choose different pathways in the School of Engineering and continue to contribute in the society in different ways. For example, engineer, project manager, entrepreneur, and professor. We are very proud of them. Come and join us. So we have 2 school-based admission choices. The first is school-based engineering. The second is a new program called Engineering with Extended Major in Artificial Intelligence. And also we do have program-based choice. There's BSc in Integrative System and Design. For the JUPAS student, here are the admission requirements that you can see on the screen, and also the weightings for the subjects. For the non-JUPAS admissions, we recognize a long list of international examinations They are shown on the screen. For details, you can visit our website, join.ust.hk, for more details. Subject requirements are math and science subject. For further questions, you're welcome to visit our website or drop us an email or call us at this number shown on the screen, and we have the QR code for you to find more information. So now let me pass the time to Johnson. So he will share about his university experience at HKUST.
Thank you, Professor Chung. So hi everyone, I'm Johnson. I'm a final year student here in HKUST, and my major is mechanical engineering. I'm also a head engineering student ambassador, or ESA in short. And that's why today I'm here to share with you my university life after getting into HKUST and the struggle I had when I was making my decision over which university I wanted to enter. So let's begin. My high school is actually in Yunlong, and I grew up in Tin Shui Wai. I spent the first 18 years in my life in Tin Shui Wai, and my high school years, as everyone else, as every one of you here, had been busy and also hectic. DSE, we know it. We all have gone through that, and we know it was busy and hectic for me, and it is for you guys, I believe. And I was fighting very hard for DSE, and we know that it's a very harsh process, and we work hard for DSE because we wanted to have a high score so that in the JUPAS system we can get into the university that we want. But we didn't really know what program we might want to join, or even the careers that after our university journey. And at that time, I actually felt the same, but I was one of the lucky guys that I knew that I wanted to do engineering because I was taking physics, chemistry, biology, and also M2 as a DSE candidate. And I just loved these subjects, and you know that feeling when you can successfully solve problems on the physics examination sheet or something like that. You feel good about it, and that's why you know you are a suitable candidate for studying engineering. But at that time, I didn't really know whether I wanted to do my degree in which university. And in the end, I chose HKUST, partly because of its international campus. So as I mentioned before, that I spent most of my time in Tin Shui Wai. I didn't have a lot of opportunities to expose myself to the outside world. So as a high school student, I always wanted more opportunities for me so that I can get to see what is happening out there in the world. And that's why I think an international campus is very important to me. And HKUST is actually the most international university among all the universities in Hong Kong. If you just talk about the bachelor students, 20% of the student body are not from Hong Kong, and not to mention the faculty that we have and also the postgraduate students. And the second thing that I wanted to go to HKUST was because of its energy. Once you get into the campus, once you get to talk to the people, to the professors, you know that HKUST really gives you the energy to move forward. I remember in one of the DSA training, the engineering student ambassador that I just mentioned just now, the dean of engineering came and distributed mooncakes to all of us. And then the trainer at that time said, I've never been to a university where the dean of engineering will come and distribute mooncakes to the students in person. So I think this is one of the examples to show like the close bond that we have as students with the professors. And after getting into university, I had a lot of very rewarding experiences. And the first of them was my aquaponics team journey and also my trip in Cambodia. So the story is like this. When I just finished my first semester in my year one, the professor approached me and told me that they were working on a project of aquaponics. And we actually were also doing a project on aquaponics in our course. So at the end of the course, the professor asked whether you really have the interest to apply what you learned in the course. And I said, of course, sure, I would like to join. And that's why we were there. We built a aquaponics system from scratch. And then the plan was to implement that system for children community in Cambodia. The reason why we chose that children community was that they had always been depending on short-term fundings. So it was a poor community. So we want wanted to achieve the goal of sustainability. We want them to have the ability, have the financial ability to make a living on their own. And that's why we designated the system for them. And the work is still in progress, but we are happy that we could apply what we learned. When you feel like engineering can really empower yourself and to help the others in the world, and you know that's the responsibility, one of the responsibilities, and also one of the things that make you feel good as an engineer. And that was a very rewarding experience. And it came to my year 2 in winter. I got to join the AIAA Seattle tour. And I think for all of you who are interested in aerospace or aerospace engineering in general, you would know what AIAA is. And we know that AIAA has a lot of student chapters throughout the US, of course, because it is a US organization, but there are only a few chapters in Asia. And HKUST is one of the few universities in Asia and the only one in Hong Kong which has a student chapter here of AIAA. And that's also the reason why I could get to join this trip and to go to the Everett factory. Not sure if you guys have heard of that. It's the biggest factory in the world and also the biggest factory of the Boeing company. We visited the Everett factory and also the Renton factory and got to see how different parts of the airplane models like 787, 777X or 747 are assembled together, and it was a very, very impressive experience. And if not because of the student chapter of AIAA in HKUST, I wouldn't have had this opportunity to join this tour. And of course, that also came to the ESA program. So as a ESA, we got to talk to a lot of different people, from high school students to high school parents or even international professors. Because for example, you can see that from the photo. 2 years ago, HKUST hosted something called the Asian Dean's Forum, where professors from universities all across Asia, like South Korea or Japan or Taiwan, they came all the way to Hong Kong, and then they had a conference there. And I also remember the Dean of Engineering of UNSW in Australia was also there. And they had conference on campus, and in their free time, they would like to have a campus tour. And that was the duty of the ESA, us at that time, to lead the campus tour. And it was a very nice experience talking to all the professors and knowing what is happening in different universities. And that is indeed a very rewarding experience. And in case if you are going to join HKUST, I highly recommend this program to you too. And yeah, exchange program, of course. We have a lot of students in HKUST who has gone to join an exchange program, and of course I was one of them. So I was one of the lucky guys who spent my summer in Moscow, and then I had my fall exchange in Switzerland. That was some months of wandering and learning, and also a very intensive but very interesting process of language learning, because I stayed in the French part of Switzerland, and the French people, you know, the people who speak French and also the people who speak Russian, they have a pride in their own language, and it's not really convenient to use English to get by anywhere in those places. So you really got to learn those languages, and it was a really interesting process. And you also got to see an entire new world, and this is one of the spotlights in my life at least. And I believe the exchange program is also going to be very impressive for you in the future. And after I came back to Hong Kong, I joined the Europe program, the Undergraduate Research Opportunities Program. So HKUST allows undergraduate students to take part in research, even that you are still an undergraduate student. So the project that I was involved in was about amphibian aircraft research. I wanted to create a database or simply do data regression of the parameters of the amphibian aircraft to their performance. For example, we can have a plot of the resistance versus the load or the size or whatever. And here you can show the following 9 graphs. On the lower right is by me. So it shows that under different mathematical models, under different parameters, you can have different models that can be closer or more far away from the data points that you have. And that in that project, I indeed learned a lot. And it came to my summer internship, which just happened like a month ago. I spent my summer in NAMI, Nano and Advanced Materials Institute, NAMI in short. It's one of the companies in the Hong Kong Science Park. So I was working on metal coating using something called PVD, physical vapor deposition. And it was also interesting for me to experience the office life and also to apply what I learned in material science into actual industrial operation. So last week I came to my FYP, of course. Now I'm doing my final year project, and it's about bio-inspired colliders. I got to use the HKUST superclusters, that is the supercomputer in HKUST, to do the simulation. It's CFD, if you know it, it's called computational fluid dynamics. And without supercomputers, it takes forever to solve those problems. So HKUST is actually renowned for its very advanced research facilities. And we undergraduate students in HKUST got to use those facilities too. So this semester we'll be using a supercomputer for the simulation, and hopefully next semester our team will be able to use the wind tunnel. So one of the examples of the wind tunnel is at the upper right, as you can see here. We'll use that to conduct experiments to verify our results in the CFD. So yeah, that's pretty much about my final year project, and I really feel good and excited to have the opportunity to use the advanced facilities in HKUST. So yeah, that's pretty much about my university life. I had a very unforgettable experience, and I hope it will be the same for you. So you are about to embark your university journey. If you'd like to know anything about HKUST, remember to contact me. My contacts are right here. So I'll see you guys.
Okay, thank you very much, Johnson. It's a very nice sharing. Then I think now we move on to the last part of this session is the Q&A, and then we start to see questions coming in. Let's see. Okay, so we have got the first question is what's the benefit of studying AI? Okay, so before I answer these questions, then let me talk a little bit more about further on the new program. So the new program is under the framework of Major plus X. So in this program is Major plus AI. So we choose AI because this is everywhere. And also we hope the student can learn and apply AI in their majors. So the idea is to let students extend their learning from the major to AI, right? So this is the main idea of having this extended major program. So the next question is why choose AI and what is the benefit of studying AI? Certainly AI has a wide range of applications in almost every industry, including our engineering field. So our program can let students apply AI and related computing technologies to their careers and society. Then the additional knowledge and skill we believe can sharpen students' competitive edge in the job market. With the training in AI, and the students will also be able to catch up with the new developments in AI application in their own even after graduation. Right. So I hope I can answer this question. And let's see. So what's next question? Okay, so what are the expected results for getting into engineering AI? It must be very competitive. Okay, so yeah, so this is not our intention. Okay, to make it very competitive. In fact, from the quota, from the number, you can quickly tell. With a quota of 150, this is not a small program, right? So so this is not our intention to create an elite program. So you can see the quota is 150. I believe it is quite huge if you compare with other programs over in Hong Kong. And then, so we appreciate AI's added value to engineering disciplines. Then by offering a large quota, we hope that AI program can benefit students from all our engineering disciplines. Right. Okay, and then the next question is let me see the next question. Okay, so we have got one. Is what is the quota of each major program in major selection? So let's talk about the quota. So of course, for all the students joining the new program as the engineering AI program, they still need to go through the major selection process. So we allow students as many students as possible to enter their preferred department. So this is our goal, is to let you to enter the department that you prefer to join. So we will open up the largest number of places in each program at the department's full capacity. Then the total number of places available is 20% more than our student numbers, right? So I hope it can guarantee, and also it can give you a sense of how much chance that you can get in the department. So we offer more quota than the number of students. And the next one, okay. So I want to join different activities like exchange and internship, like Johnson did. Okay, so but is it tough to do since HKUST is well known for heavy course load? So maybe Johnson, you can answer this question.
Well, we can first talk about internships. Usually, you have your internships in summer, and we have 4 semesters, 4 semesters in HKUST in total, 4 winter, spring, and also summer. But only 4 semester and also the spring semester are compulsory. And usually, students would not attend the winter or summer semesters because they are just for extra credits, extra course load. And if you have your internship in summer, it doesn't actually affect your study progress. And when it comes to exchange, actually you can transfer back the credits from your exchange institution. And of course, it depends on which institution you are going to. But basically, we have a very well-established database in HKUST telling you when you go to which university, what credits can you transfer back. And say for my case, I do mechanical engineering, and usually if you have exchange in a US institution, then it's really easy for you to transfer pretty much all the credits back to HKUST. So I have a lot of friends who went on exchange, and including myself, of course, and we just could easily transfer back the credits. And one piece of good news might be that when you're having your exchange, and when you come back to HKUST, they only count your pass or fail. They do not count your grades. So it might impose less academic stress on you when you're going on exchange. So as long as you can pass the course, then you can transfer the credits back to HKUST, and it doesn't really affect your study progress, I would say.
Okay, good. Yeah. So let me share some figures with you as long as I remember. Around 80% of our students have done internship, and around 40% of our students, they have done exchange. It means at least 20% have done both. So I think this is perfectly manageable for the student to do both. Right. Okay. So the next question is, can I take a minor in non-engineering discipline? I want to take business-related minor courses. So at HKUST, it has this flexibility that the students, you can choose minors offered by different schools. And our engineering program allows flexibility and room for students to take minor or even additional major, right? So I think so you're able to do that. Yeah. Right. So let's look at the last question. That's I love robotics, but I'm not sure. Like you, okay, mechanical engineering. I'm not sure whether I should go to mechanical engineering and electronic engineering. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, at that time, I was also struggling between civil engineering and mechanical engineering. But I got to think about it in my year one because it's a school-based admission.
Right, this is a tough choice there. Yeah. But that's why we adopt this school-based admission. Yeah. Once you enter the School of Engineering, you are engineering students, not yet chosen any majors. So you can spend 1 year near the end of the first year, then you can select your major by the end of the first year. Of course, during the first year, then you can take different introductory courses like what you did. Yeah. Right? So you could take different introductory courses in different departments to learn about different subjects, disciplines before you make your final choice near the end of the first year. Right. So so I would recommend you you can come to HKUST and take those introductory courses. Think about which major you want to go, and then you make your final decision. Right. Okay. This is the end of this English section. We will conduct a Cantonese section after 5 minutes. If you want to stay, please feel free to join us. You can say. You can also talk to our professors, staff, students for any questions about the School of Engineering on the Virtual Information website. Hope to see you soon at HKUST. Bye-bye.